Namaste, IAM, and all the people who are here. My name is Gala, and I was not a president of India Club or India Association of Minnesota, IAM, in 50 years. However, I am bonded with IAM last 40 years since we revived from extinction in 1982-83 period. I have served on many committees and programs like nomination committee to recruit bright and talented officers and board members, community liaison committee to make partners with other Indian organizations, university student host family program, coordination with Godan Namudripad on oral history projects with Minnesota Historical Society, emergency relief funds like Gujarat earthquake in 2001 and COVID-19 fund in 2021. Still active as honorary board member and advisory role for International Yoga Day and Nonviolence Day on October 2. 3 words of past, present, and future: communication, connection, and contribution. I wish you, I congratulate you, all the people who have made IAM what is it today since last 50 years. So happy 50th anniversary IAM.
Hi, my name is Stephen Peterson. Many people might wonder how I became president of the India Club of Minnesota, as it was known, in 1988. In addition to my good credentials as Shanti Shah's husband, I also served on the India Club Board of Directors for 3 years, and for 2 years I managed the India Club Cafe booth at the Festival of Nations. At the beginning of my role as president, I organized a planning session to focus on opportunities for the coming year. One of our efforts was to broaden the scope of the organization, and we teamed with the International Institute of Minnesota to help Indian community members understand how to participate in precinct caucuses in that presidential election year. In addition to a successful second annual youth festival and the Festival of Nation events, the Festival of India, as it was known, was celebrated at the Landmark Center in St. Paul with the theme Salute to the Arts and Artists of India. Another highlight that summer was the Tagore Jayanti celebration with a Shama performance at the University of Minnesota Northrop Auditorium. We had a lot of fun that year, and I look back at my time as president and feel very honored to have been chosen to lead the organization. Over the years, I've continued as a volunteer and participate in India Association events, and I always think of the wonderful support I had from many friends when I was president. Congratulations to India Association on its 50th anniversary.
Hello, I'm Vijay Balakrishnan. I used to be the president of the India Club, as it was then called, the previous name of the India Association of Minnesota, way back in 1989. As president, we established a newsletter, actually a news magazine called Link, to not only communicate news, but to allow community members to express themselves creatively and therefore bring the community together. And this was in those old prehistoric days before the internet, so we actually typed this out on someone's printer and photocopied the newsletter. The second thing we did was we established a speakers bureau to provide speakers to go to schools and other organizations to talk about India. And to assist that speakers bureau, we also established a resource center. But more than all of that, what I remember most are the friendships I developed with many people, friendships that I cherish to this day. So I wish IAM a great 50th anniversary, and to each one of you, I wish you many, many happy, healthy years ahead. Thank you.
As the president in the year 1990, right after my friend Vijay Balakrishnan. Looking back, it was like a teenager trying to find out what he or she wants to be and how to become what he wants to be when they grown up. What a magnificent organization. And it's a unique one, I'm told. There's nothing like that in North America. We should be very proud of that. My own contribution is the history project that we started, the oral histories that we wrote with the help of Minnesota Historical Society. Over 30 years, we have done over 140 interviews and history of 7 organizations, including that of India Association of Minnesota. Years from now, generations to come, when they look back and try to find out their roots, they will be happy that we have done this. How the people from the land of a country of 7 rivers came and settled in the land of 10,000 lakes and prospered. Congratulations, Minnesota India Association of
I'm
Minnesota.
Shanti Shah. I was president in 1992 and first woman president of India Club. Our team led our key events, Festival of Nations, India Day at the Landmark Center. I was honored to serve with Jacob Cherichero and Rahim Rahman, who were my go-to people. Nina Gada, who led the Festival of Nations. Neeru Mishra, who led the newsletter team. All the board members made my job so easy. We hosted the Indian ambassador to US, Abid Hussain. One of my favorite partnership was with parents of Indian children. Nearly 100 Minnesota families adopted children from India. We welcomed them. One of my interests, government relations, focused on legislative relationships. Minnesota's elected officials were invited to our events. I helped expand the list to ensure they got to know us, our strengths and our needs. After 2010, we obtained proclamations for India Fest from the governor's office. In 2021, I worked with elected officials in House and Senate and was able to get an India Day bill passed. August 15th is now officially declared as India Day. I enjoyed my year as president. Congratulations, India Association, on your 50th anniversary.
Namaste. My name is Ashok Mandal. I was the IAM president in 2002. One of the memorable incidents in 2002 was the last public appearance of US Senator Paul Weston at the Festival of India at Landmark Center in St. Paul, before his tragic and untimely death in a plane crash. He was the chief guest in our annual dinner event in 2002. His voice and presence will be greatly missed in our community. IAM hosted the Asian American community in the policy roundtable with the Minnesota Governor J.C. Ventura. IAM played a very critical role in the roundtable as it worked to change policies from redistricting to minority business development. In the year 2002, IAM became more visible among the broader community and the policymakers. Congratulations to India Association of Minnesota on its 50th anniversary. I am very proud to be part of IAM since 1995. Enjoy the 50th anniversary gala. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vasant Sukhatme. I served as the president of the India Association of Minnesota in 1996. The 3 words that come to my mind when I think about that era of my work with the India Association. The three words are: one, deepening friendships with fellow board members; two, the Asian Indian Directory that my Vice President Sarath Mohapatra and I worked on, the first one that was produced. And the third is the preparation for India 50, which is the 50th anniversary of India's independence. I did, I think, my best to expand these various activities, and so left the association in a healthier position than when I got on the board. My congratulations to the India Association as it turns 50 years old. I wish it continued success and growth. All the best. Bye-bye.
Hi, congratulations to IAM for the 50th year celebration and all the achievements over the 50 years. My name is Bhupat Desai, and I was president during the year 1999. And prior to being president, I was a board member for a few years and a treasurer for a couple of years. My involvement started with India Association over more than 50 years ago. It originally started with being a volunteer at Festival of Nations and then many more activities. So I'd like to congratulate again to IAM and wish them the best for many more years to come. And I hope to remain involved with India Association over many years. Thank you very much and enjoy the gala. Thank you. Bye.
Back then, we were focused and energized. The future of IAM should be diverse and collaborative. And I can never forget all those mango lassis and samosas we served up at the India booth.
I'm Vipin Gopal. It was a privilege to be the president of India Association of Minnesota back in 2001. The three words that come to mind during those times back in 2001 are passionate, committed, and fun. The three words for IAM into the future are trailblazing, influential, and catalyst. When I look back at 2001, the things that come to mind as far as the highlights of that year include massive fundraising in response to an unfortunate earthquake in the Bhuj area of Gujarat, and ended up adopting a full village of Vijaypur, for complete rehabilitation and reconstruction. Second, the tragic events of 9/11 happened in 2001, and IAM played an important role in bringing our community together, hosting an interfaith prayer ceremony at the Minnesota Capitol with attendance from many government officials.
Hello, I am Dilip Kumar Mullik, fortunate enough to serve 11 years on the board and was elected the president of India Association of Minnesota in 2005. In my time, I was focused on charity, representation, and unity. Under my presidency, IAM accomplished three most important efforts. It raised funds and donated to 4 disaster relief efforts: tsunami in South Asia, Hurricane Katrina and Rita in the US, and the earthquake in the India-Pakistan border. In 2005, I completed the IAM 30-year oral history, which I started as the project chairperson along with the others in 2003. In the same year, 2005, the IAM created an open forum to build a bridge among all the Indian organizations and community members. I am confident that IAM will continue flourishing and preserving Indian culture, tradition, and heritage. It is the time to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the India Association of Minnesota. Congratulations and best wishes to you all.
Hashim Khorakiwala. My fondest memory about IAM is being able to make so many lifelong friends. 2016 was a busy year for IAM. Apart from executing on our premier events, Connect India and India Fest, IAM partnered with the Minnesota Historical Society for Beyond Bollywood, a traveling exhibit created by Smithsonian to showcase Indian American culture and contribution to Minnesota and the nation. We hosted the 2014 Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi and hosted a community reception for the Minister for IT and Industries from Telangana, the Honorable KTR. IAM goal for 2016 was women empowerment. We partnered with Mayflower Foundation to fundraise for Seva, that serves and promote family wellness for Asian Indians. To mark the 147th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, we celebrated Non-Violence Day at the Minnesota State Capitol grounds. Finally, IAM's 50 years of serving the Indian community is a wonderful achievement, and thank you to the past, present, and future board members for moving IAM upwards and onwards. Thank you and have a good evening.
My name is P.G. Narayan. I met you around 25 years ago, half of your lifetime. I got to know you well in 2008 when I was a board member. I really knew you in 2010 when I was the president. In 2010, you did not have a website or a Facebook or a Twitter account. We made you famous by creating India Fest. In 2010, the Capitol ground filled with joy, music, laughter, and dance, and great Indian food. And India Fest was born. You're part of my family. My youngest son, Manoj, was the youngest secretary of IAM. And my oldest son, Sunoj, was the youngest president of IAM. You made us proud. You brought our community together. The American community started noticing us. The legislators now know us. Proud of you, IAM. Happy 50th birthday.
My name is Kusum Hussain, and I was the president in 2012. I was passionate about building a more cohesive and engaged organization that represented all the regions of India. We actively engaged and brought on board maximum number of regional organizations at the India Fest in 2012. Additionally, 2012 was the first year when India Fest Parade was introduced. Another highlight from 2012 was exhibiting India at the Urban Expedition at the Landmark Center. Staying on the theme of cohesiveness, we onboarded maximum number of corporations based in Minnesota as IAM sponsors. Just to name a few, Minnesota Twins, 3M, Wells Fargo, Medtronic, just are a few. My fondest memory from 2012 is working with an amazing team of people. My sincere gratitude to everyone who supported me during that time. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sinojan Ryanan. I was the 2014 IAM president, the youngest president in IAM history, and I'm here to share some thoughts from that 2014 year. We had a number of different events throughout the year that were new in the year, including attending the Flint Hills Children's Festival for one of the first times, and we also hosted our very first India Association of Minnesota golf event, which continues to be a premier event in the schedule for IAM today. And then obviously we had India Fest, and India Fest was such a success. That year we had a record attendance for the time at 17,000 people. We also had one of the first times where we had former Governor Mark Dayton attend the event and be part of the flag hosting ceremony and some other ceremonies throughout the event. So thanks to that 2014 year, and congratulations again to IAM for 50 wonderful years. That is amazing. Thanks so much, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sri Kamajala. I'm TAC Chair for 2023, and I was the President in 2017. First, I would like to congratulate IAM for 50th year milestone, and I'm honored and privileged to be part of this great organization. My most memorable moments with IAM are: 1. We reached a significant financial milestone during my tenure. Number 2, I was honored and privileged to host His Excellency APJ Abdul Kalam. Thank you all for joining us today, and I would like to thank each one of you for your continued support and contributions. Go Indian Americans, go IAM.
Hi, my name is Ravi Sagi. I was President of India Association in 2018. But IAM was able to not only survive but thrive during past 50 years. It is because of thoughtful leaders, dedicated board members, and passionate community that happened. I was privileged to work on many different events and initiatives during my tenure. But the one main thing is, in 2018, we were able to hire a first paid admin staff, Alice, due to long effort that has been done previously by many other leaders. Also, one of the other initiative which kind of gave me immense satisfaction is the COVID-19 effort with PPE supplies to many senior centers, nursing homes, and hospitals. I wish IAM all the best and hope it will celebrate 100th anniversary with many more events and success stories. Thank you.
You don't need a lot to give back to the community. The intent and the willingness to help goes far. These were my words as I took up the role of president in the year of 2019 for India Association of Minnesota. Hi, I am Nash Sheikh. 3 words to describe IAM when you were president. Impactful. That's the first thing that comes up because it is IAM's ability to make a positive difference in the community and the community that we serve, of course. The next one is collaborative, right? We all know that IAM is the umbrella organization to bring all the community members together. So I feel collaborative is the next word. So I'm going to go with the third word of empowering. 3 words to describe IAM's future as you would envision it. For IAM's future, my first word that comes to my mind is inclusive. IAM's values, and it promotes DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion in all aspects of its works, and is committed to creating a more equitable space. The other one that I could think of is innovative. IAM's future to be the one that embraces new generation, get them ready, not just new generation, new ideas, technologies, and approaches that advances its mission and increases its impact. So I'm going to go with innovative. And the third one is resilient. Any organization to sustain, and not just to sustain, but also to thrive for 50 years and 50 more years to come. Resiliency has to be the key. So my most memorable moment or achievement during my presidency was the program that we did, which was 10 on 10 for mentoring to bring in more young generation, right? Because the theme was empowering youth and women. So the program was to bring in more younger generation and have them partner with our mentors in the community, mentors in our organization, right? So we had people from government regulation partnering with our younger generation, partnering with our board members in order to learn about it. So the 10 on 10 program. And of course, I mean, that was the year of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, right? So the smaller things to the bigger activities that we were doing in order to make a mark for that, whether it was, our events throughout the year, or whether it is the Howdy Modi event that we did, where Prime Minister Modi was here, and, our pin, the Gandhiji's pin, was all around. But those were some of the things, the smaller things, the larger things that we did that we were proud of. And even bringing the group, which was the Saptavarna group that we got from India that performed at India Fest. Fondest memory of IAM is going to be the team, right? The group. So much of what IAM does is dependent on these board members, the community, the Trustee Advisory Council or the TAC, because these are people that could be spending this time with their family. They could be spending time being out or just relaxing and, binging on Netflix and other areas, but they are giving the time to the community. Second family is always going to be an IAM. So I am truly honored and privileged to be here, and at the same time I'm very excited about IAM's journey for the 50 years that it has been so resilient to thrive in, and also the 50 years to come. So congratulations to the group, and I look forward to a lot more years to come. Thank you.
Namaste. I'm Srini Chaka, volunteer with India Association of Minnesota since 2010, led the organization as the president in 2020, and currently a member of the Trustee Advisory Council. Congratulations to the IAM family, our Indian American community, our esteemed partner organizations, our entire Minnesota community for coming together to celebrate this pivotal 50th anniversary. The year 2020 can best be described in 5 words: unprecedented, COVID, virtual, resilience, and equity. The theme was community outreach to Indian American and the broader Minnesota community, but the advent of COVID-19 at the end of March threw all our plans into a tizzy. But with the collective help of our community, we did impactful work in census, social and racial justice, voting participation, and stood up a formal internship program. We celebrated many events virtually, including India Fest, but the most significant work of all was the COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund, where we came together and pooled our resources across the community to help Minnesotans in need with PPE and food. IAM is a work in progress. The relevance of the IAM platform continues to get stronger in an increasingly diverse Minnesota. Over the next 50 years, as IAM looks forward to its 100th anniversary in 2073, which I hope to participate as a centenarian, I envision a deeper engagement of youth and second and third generations, a stronger IAM platform, a broadening of our work across Minnesota, enhanced governance with an executive director and a staff, along with a heritage foundation. Let's all continue to work together to progress the IAM mission of fostering culture, offering charity, and forging connections. Enjoy this celebration. Dhanyavad.